have to do lots of work. I'm so tired. I don't have any more energy now.
Mom, why do you need energy?
Son, we do lots of work daily. Reading, writing, thinking, cycling, etc. So we need energy to do all these activities.
Mom, this washing machine also does work. Does this also need energy?
Yes, but there's a difference. Come, I will tell you about the work and the energy.
Children, we do lots of work like playing, writing, cycling, studying, etc. All these works require a lots of energy. But the scientific definition of hard work may involve very little work. Let us see how. Look at this huge truck. We work hard to push it, but the truck does not move. Despite all the effort, we get tired. However, we have not done any work on the truck as there is no displacement of the truck. We can say that we did hard work, but in science, the work is not done on the truck. We use and define the term work differently in science. If we climb up a mountain, then according to science, we have done lots of work. For work to be done, these two conditions should be satisfied. A force should act on an object. Second is, the object must be displaced. If we pull a table, the table moves through a distance. Here we have exerted force on the table and it is displaced. So both the conditions are satisfied here, therefore work is done. Similarly, while playing cricket, if we hit a ball with a bat, then work is done because force is exerted on the ball and that ball is displaced. Work done by a constant force. Let a constant force F acts on an object. Let the object be displaced through a distance S in the direction of the force. Let W be the work done. We define work to be equal to the product of the force and displacement. So, work done is equal to force into displacement. W is equal to Fs. Thus, work done by a force acting on an object is equal to the magnitude of the force multiplied by the distance moved in the direction of the force. Work has only magnitude and no direction. If F is equal to 1 Newton and S is equal to 1 meter, then the work done by the force will be 1 Newton meter. Here, the unit of work is Newton meter or joule. Thus, 1 joule is the amount of work done on an object when a force of 1 Newton displaces by 1 meter along the line of action of the force. Example, a student lifts a school bag from the ground and puts it on his shoulders 1.5 meter above the ground. A force of 5 Newton is acting on an object. Calculate the work done by him on the school bag. Here F is equal to 5 Newton, S equal to displacement is equal to 1.5 meter. So the equation is W is equal to F into S. So we can substitute the values and finally we will get 7.5 Newton meter or 7.5 joule. Relation between the direction of displacement of an object and the direction of the force. The direction of displacement and the direction of force may be same, perpendicular and opposite to each other. Accordingly, work done is said to be positive work, negative work and zero work. Okay. Then first of all we are going to study about positive work. On which condition we can say that positive work is done. Consider a situation. Now first we are going to study positive work. Positive work. Consider a situation in which applied force F acting on a block in position A. This is position A. It displaces, due to the applied force, it displaces and sometimes later it will reaches here, the position B. Okay. And in doing so causes a displacement S. Now, as the displacement is caused in the direction of applied force, okay, here this block is displaced from here to here, A to B. S. Displacement is S. Here we can understand that the box is displaced in the direction of force. Okay. So, therefore, work done is the product of applied force and displacement. In such situation, the work done by the applied force is taken as positive. It is in same direction, no? So, we can take as positive work. Okay, I think you are all clear about positive work. What is that? The applied force, the displacement of an object in the direction of applied force, that is called a positive work. Later I will discuss some more examples. Then second one, negative work. What is that? Negative work. What is negative work? Negative work, in this condition the block is moving, but at the same time when the forces are acting on the block, then there is force of friction also. Okay, at the same time there is a friction also. Due to that friction, the F acting at an angle, the frictional force is acting opposite direction, no? When an object moves in this direction, the frictional force is acting opposite direction. I will redraw. The force is acting in this direction, on the block in this direction, and at the same time the frictional force is acting opposite direction. Here, in such situation, the work done by the force is negative. Angle between, this is an displacement, this is a force. Okay, the angle between the force and displacement is 180 degree. What is the angle between the force and displacement is 180 degree. Now we are concentrating the frictional force here, because so we want to know the negative work. So this is taken as negative work. Okay, so we can write the equation W is equal to minus F into S. What is that? W is equal to minus F into S. Minus sign denotes the force is acting opposite to the direction of displacement. Okay, what is minus? The force is acting opposite to the direction of displacement. Third case, zero work. Okay, first case, the force is acting the direction of displacement, that is called a positive work. It is in same displacement in same direction, applied force in same direction. But in the second case, the negative work, that is the force is applied force, there is a displacement in one direction. We know in the first case there is a displacement in one direction, but there is a frictional force, it acts on the opposite direction. So the force is opposite to the direction of displacement, that is taken as negative work. Okay, then there is an angle between what? The force and displacement is 180 degrees. Very important point. No work is done when a force acts at right angles to the direction of displacement. No work, zero work is no work. There is two conditions. If the displacement is 0, the work done will be 0. F into S becomes 0. What happened? The work done becomes 0. Now another condition, second condition is no work is done when force acts at right angle to the direction of displacement. Force and displacement is right angle. Force and displacement is right angle. If we are applying force in upward direction but displaces in straight, that is right angle, no? Then right angles to the direction of displacement, it is because such a situation, displacement in the direction of force is 0. Okay, when the force and displacement in right angle, acting right angle, force acts at right angle to the displacement, then there is 0 work is done. This is an example of positive work. That is, in lifting a weight upward, here you can see the boy lifting a weight upward. He is acting a force upward. Work is done by exerting upward force. In lifting a weight upward, work is done by exerting an upward force. That is, the boy has to apply an upward force. You can see, equal to the weight and the load on the head. Equal to the weight on the load on the head. At the same time, the boy is moving upstairs. Okay, lifting a weight upward, work is done by exerting upward force. That is, the boy has applied an upward force equal to the weight, the load on the head. That time, here the boy is applying force on upward direction, and the same time the boy is displaces in the same direction. Okay, so it is taken as work done as positive. Okay, now another example is in stretched spring. What is in a stretched spring? The spring is fixed at one end, and it is stretched. That time what happened? The force is applying in this direction, the displacement of the spring also in the same direction. So this is also positive work. Okay, so this is the positive work. Another example is for an object falling freely under the influence of gravity. An object falling freely under the influence of gravity. The force of gravity is what? The force of gravity in this direction. The object also moving the same direction due to the gravity, the force of gravity. Here force is in the same direction. The displacement of the object is the same direction of the applied force. So this is also taken as positive work. Okay, in these three conditions, I think you are all clear. When here the boy is applying force on his head, and also he is moving upstairs. It displaces in the upward direction also. So there is a force and displacement is same direction. So it is taken as positive. And here also stretched spring, when we are applying a force in a particular direction, that direction the spring stretches. That time the force and displacement in same direction taken as positive work. And in the force of gravity, the object is freely falling towards the earth due to gravity. That is also forces, displacement of an object in the direction of force. So it is also taken as positive work. Okay. A boy is carrying a load on his head and he is moving downstairs. So the force on the head, he is applying the force on the head and he displaces the opposite direction. So it is taken as We know what? The force is opposite to the direction of displacement. That is called what? That is called a negative work. Okay, that is called a negative work. Now, another example is here what? When a body is lifted, it is opposite to the direction of gravity. The gravity in downward direction, no, but he is applying, due to the applied force, it is lifted upward direction. So what? It is opposite to the direction of gravity. So the angle between the force and the displacement is what? Opposite. The angle between the force and displacement is 180 degree. So it is taken as negative work. Okay. Here about zero work. Example is about zero work. First one, a body traveling along a circular path. Here, a body traveling along a circular path. You are all know what? We are all know what? When an object is moving in a circular path, there is a centripetal force acts on it. So the force is acts on the center of the circular path, but it is moving its tangential. Because of the force only, it is moving in a circular path. So the tangential, the direction of that body and the force is right angles. It is always right angles, that we are all know. Because of this force only, it is moving in a circular path. Otherwise, it is moving in a straight line motion. So this is, we have to take as right angles. So this is when an force and a displacement become right angle, we can take as which force, which work? Zero work. What is that? Zero work. Like here, what? A motion of the earth around the sun, motion of earth around the sun, or satellites, motion of the satellites, we can take as a example of zero work. So when whatever the objects are moving in a circular path, we can take as it is zero work is done. Okay, so because the force and displacement of that of particular object is in right angles, that is 90 degree. So we can take as negative zero work. Another example, a boy is carrying a load on his head and walking horizontally. Load on his head and walking horizontally. In this case, carrying load on his head and walking downstairs. Here upstairs in the same direction. This is opposite direction. This is the direction of displacement is right angle to the direction of force. So walking horizontally direction, displacement in the horizontal direction. So the force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. Here right angle. We can take as right angle. So this is also what? This is also zero work. Energy. Where does this energy come from? The sun is the biggest natural source of energy to us. Energy sources are classified into two groups, non-renewable and renewable. Most of our energy comes from non-renewable energy sources. Coal, petroleum, natural gas, propane, and uranium are non-renewable energy sources. They are used to make electricity to heat our homes, to move our cars, and to manufacture all kinds of products. These energy sources are called non-renewable because their supplies are limited. Renewable energy sources include biomass, geothermal energy, hydropower, solar energy, and wind energy. They are called renewable energy sources because they are replenished in a short time. We use renewable energy sources mainly to make electricity. An object having a capacity to do work is said to possess energy. The object which does the work loses energy, and the object on which the work is done gains energy. The energy possessed by an object is thus measured in terms of its capacity of doing work. The unit of energy is joule. It is same as that of work. 1 joule is the energy required to do 1 joule of work. Sometimes a larger unit of energy called kilojoule. That is 1 kilojoule is equal to 1000 joule.